we're going to slow flow for shoulders, upper back, and neck today. Let's start from standing, ground into your feet. Feel the weight of your body transferring down into the ground, but also lengthening up towards the ceiling. Coming up through a long neck, through a tall head. Connect to your breath. And begin to connect a movement to that breath. We'll start with the shoulders, lifting up towards your ears. Take an inhale. And then draw the arms outward, facing the palms out. Lower the shoulders with your exhale. Inhale again, squeezing the shoulders up. Exhale, rotating out and drawing down. Again, inhale, squeeze it up. Exhale, roll it down. This time, arms come up. Inhale, reach overhead. Hands come down through heart center. Exhale. And bring them all the way down and around. Deep breath in, reach up. Hands to heart. Exhale. And again, inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands coming through. Last one, inhale to reach up, even look up. And then fold down with the exhale. Bring your hands towards the floor. Take a moment in that forward fold. Deep breath in and out. From here, bring your hands flat onto the floor. Bring your feet back behind you, finding your way into a plank position. Well, actually come into a knees down plank position. So toes are still tucked under, the knees are on the ground, but the legs are really active. Shoulders coming above the wrists. Find your plank. And find the strength above the shoulders on the upper back space. And so it might be common to kind of melt into that pose, but you really want to press up and away from the floor. Spread out the upper back. Take another deep breath. And then ease back, find your way to a child's pose. You can take your big toes together, knees can stay put or go wide, and let your hips draw back, let your head come down. Take another full breath in your child's pose. Let it all the way out. And then return to that plank position. Come all the way forward, toes tucked, shoulders over wrists. This time, taking yourself to maybe about halfway down, no lower than halfway down. Maybe even just lowering an inch. And then straightening those arms again, lift up. We'll press back like child's pose, but keep your feet how they are. Stretch out the arms. We'll bring it forward again, a little flow. Find your plank with your inhale. Lower that plank and hover through your exhale. Lengthen the arms again, inhale, lift up. And then push back again, child's pose, exhale. Lift forward, plank through your hands, through your feet, the whole body. And then lower, elbows tucking close to the ribs. Straighten the elbows again, lift tall, and then push back again, child's pose. Another round through with the breath, inhaling to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale to straighten, to lift. Exhale, glide back, child's pose. Again, that softer version, tops of the feet down, toes together. Relax the arms out in front of you or down under your head. And take another breath to relax in your child's pose. Again, letting the whole breath out. And then once again, rise up. This time coming forward into that plank position. And then all the way up to downward facing dog. Lengthen the legs. Press down through the heels. Press back through the thighs. Take another deep breath here. And then you can walk forward, find your way towards the front of your mat. Coming into that forward fold. And then into a halfway lift, strong flat back, inhale. fold back down, exhale. Come all the way up to standing, reach up with the inhale. Hands to heart with your exhale. Take a full breath in. Let the whole breath out. With your right arm, take a big sweeping circle up and around the front of your body. Take it around again, wide to the side, reach up and through. Bring it through one more time through that right arm, reaching through. And then both arms reach up, find the center, take an inhale. Fold down with your exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Take your left foot back. Find a lunge, even if it takes a few steps to get to that lunge. Back knee can stay up or come down. Left hand on the floor. Right arm reaches. Open up to the right. Lift through that right shoulder. And then bring your right arm around. Again, big full circles. Take it out past your head. Down outside of your leg. Reach behind you. And sweep up again. If it works in your neck to follow your hand, see if you can stay connected. Bring it through one more big full sweeping circle. And that last time through, your arm comes around. Bring it to the floor. Step your right foot back. Find your way to that plank position. Lower that plank. Straighten it up again. And then again, child's pose. Push back. Take a deep breath in. And a whole breath out. Come forward into plank pose. Rise up into down dog. Take a deep breath in. Let the whole breath out. Step your feet forward, coming up to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, take an inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Back to standing, reach up through the inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. This time left arm comes around in those big circles. Reaching upward and then down in front of your body. Couple more rounds, that left arm sweeps through. Big full circles. Last one, both arms are going to come up, reach tall through the center, and then fold down. Halfway lift, inhale. Sending your right foot back this time, so the left foot will be in the front of your lunge. Again, back leg lifted or lowered, but you'll twist towards the left, you'll twist towards that front leg. Bring it all the way up, so it's not just your arm lifting, but the whole chest turning. And then those big circles again, going out past your head, down outside of your leg, reach back behind you, and up above again. Slowly rotate. See if you can follow your hand. Stay present to any sensations in that big circle. That last one through, sweeping around. Your arm comes down to the floor, foot steps back. Again, your space to find your plank position. Lowering that plank. Rising back up. And then pushing back, child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Let that breath out. Plank with your inhale. Down dog, exhale. Take a deep breath here. Let it go. And step forward, coming back to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, deep breath in. Forward fold, let it out. Rise up to standing. Inhale, come tall. And hands to heart, exhale. Pause here, another deep breath in. Let that breath out. Next, inhale, reach arms high. Bend the elbows down and back to cactus arms. Exhale. Inhale again, reaching up. Exhale, elbows down and back. One more time, inhale, come up. This time, exhale, come all the way down, fold over, lower the head, lower the hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Step the left foot back, lunge. This time, lower the back knee down, even if you didn't last time. Reach your arms up overhead, find your balance. Take an inhale, hands high. Same cactus arms with the exhale. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows down and back. Last one, inhale, reach up. And hands come to the floor. Step back, plank pose, inhale. Low plank, exhale. Lift to high plank, inhale. Child's pose with the exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Plank with your inhale, float forward. Down dog with your exhale. Again, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bring it forward, step your feet to the front, halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. And back to standing, come all the way up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Arms reach up, inhale. Bend the elbows again, cactus, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Cactus with the exhale. One more time, inhale, reach. And exhale, fold it down. Halfway lift, inhale. Right foot steps back. Find your lunge, knee comes down, body comes up, find your balance. Bring the arms all the way up, take an inhale. Elbows down and back, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the elbows. Once more, arms up, inhale. Hands to the floor, exhale. Step back, plank pose, inhale. Low plank, exhale. High plank, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Plank with your inhale, hover. Down dog, exhale, rise back. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. And bring your feet forward. Step it up to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Come all the way up. Stand with your inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Take a deep breath in. And let the whole breath out. Take the arms back up. Inhale, look up. Fold down with your exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Step the left foot back, this time coming all the way up, crescent lunge. Find your balance to be tall, to keep that left leg lifted and maybe straightened. If that's really tight in the back, put a bend in the back knee, let the tailbone draw it down. We're going to continue movement and breath. Let's try to straighten the front leg, everything lifts. And then you'll turn to the right, twisting, lunging down and bending the elbows. Once again, cactus arms. So return to center, straighten, lift, everything comes up. And then sink into that twist. Lunge, turn right, arms wide. Back to center again. Inhale, come up. Turn to the right, exhale. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cactus arms to the right. Stay here, another breath. Bringing your hands to your heart. Use your thumbs to steer your heart a little bit further to the right. Last breath here. Coming back through to center, reach your arms up. Take an inhale. Hands to the floor, exhale. Let's step back. Your choice to take another flow like before, those push-ups. You could instead do a cat and a cow. Finding your way back to that child's pose, active child's pose. Take a deep breath in and out. Coming forward into plank, inhale. Up to down dog, exhale. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Stepping forward, halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Coming right back up, arms high, inhale. Fold down into your exhale. Halfway lift. Right foot steps back this time. Again, crescent lunge, but on that second side. Find your foundation, find your grounding, find that ability to lift up. And then lift even further, straightening that front leg. We'll be twisting left this time. Lunge back down. Bend the elbows, turn to the left. Come back up to the middle. Inhale, find center. Again to the left with your exhale, turn. 2 more times. Inhaling to straighten, to lift. Exhaling to turn to the left. Last one, inhale up. And exhale, turn. Staying there a little bit longer, bring your hands to your heart. Guide your heart to the left with your thumbs. And then returning to center, arms reach, inhale. Hands to the floor, exhale. Take it back. Again, your space to move. Find your breath. We'll meet back in our child's pose. Child's pose for a deep breath in and out. Plank pose with an inhale. Up to down dog, exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bring it forward, right to your halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Reach up, stand with your inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We'll start our next flow with a balance pose. Coming onto your right foot, take your left toes back, take your arms back. Airplane pose. Some days this is airplane. Other days you may be able to lift your toes behind you, start to bring your body forward without collapsing it downward. So strong and bright through the arms reaching back, through the heart lifting forward. And then finding the floor behind you. Again, it might take a few steps to get there. You can stick with lunge today or bring it into a warrior one. The back heel will be on the floor. But you're still lunging towards that short end of your mat. Right knee coming above your heel. Arms come up, full warrior one or lunge. And then bending the elbows down and back. A little different flow this time. We'll straighten that front leg. Everything comes back. And then bring your body forward again with your arms coming together. Hands touch, maybe elbows can touch. So as we slide it back, opening up. And then as you bring it forward, just make sure your whole body doesn't lean forward. We're still tall, still lifted through the elbows. Let's slide it back again. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. This last one, opening it back up. And then eagle arms. We'll take the right arm under the left. Hook around the elbows. Hands can press up towards center for full eagle, a little more intensity. Or hands to the shoulders, a little less. But elbows lift. See about guiding your elbows a little to the right, a baby twist. Don't make it go too far. Just see where that goes in your shoulders. Bringing it back to center. Let's unwind, sweep up, take an inhale. Hands to the floor, exhale. Let's step back. Again, your space to move. Planks, cats, Exhales directly to child's pose. Take what you need. Finding that child's pose. When you're ready, deep breath in. Slow breath out. Plank pose, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Bring it forward. Step to the front, halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Back to standing, reach it up, inhale. And hands to heart. Airplane on the second side, left foot holds you, right toes come back, arms come back. Find out where your airplane is today. Breathe into it, ground into it. And again, that open space across the collarbones, across the chest. From here again, warrior one or crescent lunge, right foot finds its way the rest of the way back. And perhaps that heel to the ground for warrior. Still drawing forward. When you're ready, arms come up. And then bending the elbows down and back. Same flow. We'll straighten that front leg, arms squeeze back. Bend into the front leg, and then the arms come forward. Slide it back with your inhale. Sink it forward with the exhale. And again, inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one, inhale. Exhale, coming forward, this time left arm under right. Hook around the elbows. Again, your options, hands higher, hands to the shoulders. Elbows lift and start to guide them to the left. Again, a little twist, it's more just for the shoulders, for the upper back. Breathe. Returning to center, unwind, sweep it up, inhale. Hands to the floor, exhale. Your space to move again. Find your way through. Give yourself what your body needs today. When you're ready, child's pose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Plank for your inhale. Down dog, exhale. Deep breath in. Whole breath out. Step forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale, reach to the top. Hands to your heart, exhale. Stay here for a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Again, we'll start with a balance. This time, eagle pose. Right leg holds you. Left leg can come up and over. We'll sit like eagle legs, eagle chair. Or you can do standing version. Left leg crossed in front of the right. Right arm comes underneath the left. Again, options, hands higher, hands low, but elbows lift. Give it another deep breath. We'll unwind the legs, reaching the left leg back behind you, finding your way to your warrior one. Unwinding the arms, reaching it up. Once you've got that warrior one, we'll take the arms down and back behind you. You can reach back. You can clasp your hands and push them back. Or you can put your hands on the low back and squeeze the elbows back. Either way, we're opening that front line of the chest. From this position, we'll start to straighten the front leg and begin to lean above it. Again, leaning without rounding. So continue to lengthen the spine. Breathe. Another deep breath. And then we will round. Fold your body down. Options are the same. Elbows squeezing up. Hands to the back. Hands clasped. Hands reaching up. Or simply letting your hands come to your leg. Let your head sink lower, lower, lower. Give it another deep breath. Begin to build back up, bending into that front knee. Sweep your arms back behind you. Lift forward like airplane pose. And then do it. Go all the way forward, airplane pose. Lift under that front leg, strong and straight with an inhale. Land your feet, exhale, hands to heart. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Second side, left leg will start you off in eagle pose. Left leg holding you with the right leg wrapped on top. Again to sit or to stand. Right leg in front of the left. Left arm comes underneath. Eagle arms. Everything is wrapped up. Everything is squeezed. Strong inner thighs, strong inner arms. From here, front leg comes to the back. Find your way all the way through warrior one. Unwinding the arms to get to your full pose. Reach it up tall. And then arms coming down and back. Again, options to reach, to interlace the fingers, to plant the hands. But elbows squeeze back, heart lifts. Straighten the front leg without locking the knee. Again, just a little give there. And begin to lean in. Strengthening the back, avoiding that rounded feel. It wants to go there, but not quite yet. Give it another breath. And then fold. Let your body round down over your leg. Again, hands could stay put, could rest back, could reach up, or come down. Let your head lower even further. Nose comes towards your knee. Give it another deep breath. Begin to bring that left knee forward above the heel. Arms reach back. Build the back up. And then lift forward, airplane pose just for a moment. Land it, right foot down next to the left. Hands come to heart. Give it a deep breath in. And a whole breath out. And then finally, arms come up, take an inhale, reach top. Fold down through your exhale. Stay here, another deep breath. And let it out. Hands to the floor. Bring your feet back. Last plank. However you want to find that plank, take a deep breath in. And then knees down. Tops of the feet flat. Child's pose. With your knees as close as you can have them comfortably. And your arms down at your sides. So palms are going to face up. Let your head lower down, see if it can find the floor. If it can't quite find the floor, you might have to lift your hips a little bit higher. If your hips can sink back and your head can lower, go for it. In that version of child's pose, letting your shoulders slump forward, letting the weight of them sink towards the floor. Check in with your body. Notice how it feels. Where do you feel any sensation at all? Tune in. Be present to it. Take another deep, full breath. And let it go. Coming back up to all fours. You can find your way onto hands and knees. We're going to start by threading the needle. So you can take your right arm out to the right. Actually reach it nice and tall. Take a wide open twist. And then take your arm underneath. Guide it all the way through. Your right shoulder comes to the floor. Right side of your head can come to the floor. Your right arm could relax right where it is. Or you could reach it out past your ear overhead, where your hand is still on the floor. Or you can bring it up and behind your back, opening the right shoulder in a different direction. Be wherever you can be, letting your weight drain into that left shoulder, making sure you're not straining into your neck. See what can release into this shape. What can you let go? Alright, with the right hand pressing back to the floor, help yourself back up to all fours. Give yourself a little cat and a little cow. And we'll be going into the other side when you're ready. So left arm will reach out to the side, reach it up, turn to the left, and then send it under. Guide your shoulder down and underneath. Lower that side of your head. Release. Right arm can find its way to wherever it needs to be. Out overhead. Down at your side. Back behind you. Again, check in. What can release? What can let go? What are you holding on to in this moment? And then when you're ready, helping your way back up, finding your way to all fours again. Cats and cows, let your spine move. One more set of shoulder stretches from all fours. Let's start with the right hand. You're going to reach it forward in front of you and then turn it palm up. The elbow should also start to turn. The whole arm turns, starting at the shoulder. Laying the back of your hand down, the back of your arm down. You're going to let your arm kind of drag back with you. You're going towards child's pose, but this arm is in a different position. That might mean you can't come all the way back. That might mean your head doesn't come all the way down. You can rest it on that right arm, but try to soften down. See what can sink into that position. Check in with where that stretch goes into the outside of the shoulder and up through the back, a little different way to connect. We'll give it another deep, full breath. And then again, rise up. Find your way to all fours. Cat and cow. When you're ready, find neutral. Find the left arm up in front of you. Turn it so that the palm starts to turn up, the elbow turns up, the inner arm turns up, and then lay it down. Back of the hand, whatever parts of your arm can come down, and then again, dragging your weight backwards to your degree. It's not going to look a very specific way, but you want it to feel a specific way in that outside edge of your left arm to your back. Breathe when you get there. Breathe on your way there. Give yourself a few more moments to settle in. Last full breath. Rising back up as you're ready. Last rounds. Cats and cows. And then we'll be moving into a seated position. Find yourself sitting upright You can sit any way for this. You can have cross legs, you can have long legs, you can have butterfly legs. But try to find yourself up nice and tall. Let's take a few rotations for the wrists, just since we were on them for a little while there. Turning those circles around the other direction. And then we'll begin with a little bit of time for just the neck. So you can take your right ear and tilt it down towards your right. Notice if your whole body starts to go with you. Can you reset so you're really strong and tall through your posture all the way up to the shoulders and the base of the neck. And just the neck turns. Let's take your right hand and reach it up and across to the left shoulder and give it a little press down and away from you. And then take your chin down and to the right, away from that hand. Slight rotation of the neck. And then with your hand that's at your shoulder, go ahead and just give it a few squeezes. You can press that ridge of your shoulder between your palm and your fingers. You can go up and down that ridge towards your neck and then back towards the tip of your shoulder. A little massage. We'll take that hand from your shoulder to the floor. Bring your other arm up and overhead. Reach it long. Again, staying grounded in the base of your posture. So you're not leaning over. You're still seated evenly. And with that arm that's up top, we'll start to bend the elbow and reach it behind you. So it's like you're starting to turn up towards the ceiling. Maybe you even look up towards the ceiling. And then facing forward again, reaching that arm back across, big side body stretch. Feel free to add in the head and neck. So when your elbow bends and you look up, your gaze goes up, your chest opens. And then as your arm comes across, looking down towards your other fingers. Bring it through one more time, opening up. And then reaching across. This time bringing that hand all the way across your lap. Take your other arm up and around the front. So your right arm crosses on top of the left. And then we'll round the back. Scoop it backwards. So instead of leaning forward, think of getting sucked in through the middle as your tailbone draws underneath you and your chin sinks down. Reach your hands further across. A big reach through the center, across the center. And then we'll start to build this back up, nice tall posture. Your hands can come up to the shoulders or all the way up through the center, eagle arms, elbows lifted. And then lower again, fold with those eagle arms rounded back. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Bring it back up, build that structure from the ground up. Unwind the arms, big sweep up overhead. Hands come down to heart center. Let's start on the other side, starting at the head, the neck. So your left ear will go to the left. Lowering it down, just starting that bend right at the base of the neck, coming up towards your ear. Let's reach across to the right shoulder with your left hand, reaching across and pressing that shoulder down and away. Taking your chin down and away towards the left shoulder. And then if you like, those little squeezes on your shoulder, on your back up to your neck can use your arm, your hand to squeeze up and down that ridge wherever it feels good. And then you can bring your hand from your shoulder to the floor. Big side body stretch, reaching up and over, really lengthening out that whole line of the body from your shoulder down to your hip. Again, we'll work towards that little rotation towards the ceiling. So top arm bends at the elbow, and you're reaching it behind you a ways. And that should help lift and turn your heart, and maybe your gaze goes up. And then back across, big side body stretch. Again, open towards the ceiling, lift and turn. And then reach across, perhaps looking down towards your hand. Open it again. This time reaching across, big side body stretch, coming down with your hand. And then other arm comes up and across the top. Left arm over right, finding that X shape. And then scooping down, slumping back through the spine. Letting your head sink and adding that extra reach of the hands. They're pushing away from each other, opposite directions. And then we bring it up. As you come up, hands can come up again to the shoulders or to the center. Eagle arms. Elbows are hooked and elbows are lifting. For a deep breath, lift it up. And then again, that rounded spine. Let your elbows tuck in, let your spine round. Another deep breath here. Let it out. Bring it up. Inhale, reach tall. And hands to your heart. And take an extra breath here. Deep, full breath in. Long, slow breath out. From here, let's take it down onto your back. You can lay down and get there however you need to get there. Let's find our way to constructive rest. So your knees will be bent, your feet are flat on the floor. You might need to nudge your shoulders a little bit so that your shoulders can come down. Your shoulder blades are sliding down your back. Let's bring the arms back out into that cactus shape we were working with earlier. If your hands can't quite reach the floor, you might need to go a little wider. Instead of having bent elbows, they'll be a little more straight. Coming into a little bit of cat-cow tilt where the tailbone draws down, belly lifts. That's the inhale. And then small of the back pressing down, flatten the back with the exhale. And inhaling into that arch. Exhaling into the flatten. One more time, just starting at the tailbone. And then we're going to add in the arms. So when your tailbone presses down, belly lifts, elbows press down, shoulders slide down. Feel the chest getting puffed up a little bit. And then flat back and bring the arms together. We did the similar thing earlier. Hands touch, maybe elbows touch. Open it back up. Inhale, little back bend. And then exhale, flat back, arms lift and squeeze. And again, inhale, open it up. Exhale, bring it together. Last one, inhale to open. Exhale to close. And let's inhale it back to the floor and exhale, relax. Take your feet a little wider. Knees are still bent. Arms can also go all the way out wide, straighten the elbows. We'll let the knees travel side to side. Taking a little windshield wiper legs. Slow and steady. And we'll add in the head and neck so your chin can go opposite of your knees. Without picking up your head, without straining your neck, you're just letting the weight of your head roll side to side. So slow that maybe your inhale is just coming up to the middle. The exhale lowers it down to the side. The last thing to add for the arms. When the knees go to the right, reach the left arm back behind you. Then let the arms splay back out to the side, knees come across, and with the knees to the left, right arm reaches behind you. And then again, let it soften to the side. Knees to the right, left arm reaches. Relax that arm, knees come up and over. Knees to the left, right arm reaches. And then softening back out to the side. One more time, each side, knees to the right, left arm comes back. And then through center, knees to the left, right arm comes back. And to center. When you get to center, let's take the arms down at your sides, palms facing up. And you might nudge your shoulders down your back. And then nudge your seat a little further down, lengthen the spine. Take a few moments here in constructive rest pose. And then once again, we'll let the arms come out wide. This time moving into a twist. So let's take the knees to your right. If you want, you can do it right there from windshield wiper legs. Or bring the left leg over to meet the right, a little tighter twist. Or you can start to scoot your hips more towards the center of your mat. Bring your knees further over to the right, so they're starting to stack over near your right arm. Whatever your twist is, make sure your left arm is still on the floor, the shoulder's still on the ground. You're not coming up away from the floor. You're trying to flatten across that upper back and out through the arms. You choose. Your chin can go to the right, a little bit softer. It can stay at center, or let your chin come to the left to follow the rotation of the spine. Wherever your twist ends up, take a few breaths there. Continue to soften breath by breath. What else can release? What else can relax? And then easy does it, we'll start to unwind your twist. Help your feet back towards the center of your mat. Help your spine back to a centered space. Take a moment to reset. And then we'll find that twist on the other side. Again, all the options. You can have wide windshield wiper legs, knees to the left. You can scoot your right leg over to meet the left leg. You can move your hips to center your spine. You can stack your knees over to the left. All those options, wherever your right shoulder this time will stay rooted. So if it's starting to peel, if it's starting to come along with you, try to reset so the upper back is on the ground and your legs are just going to go where they go. And if they don't touch the floor, find a spot where they will. Nothing's hovering. Everything's relaxing. Lastly, the head. It can go to the left, to center, or to the right, but let yourself soften in. Relax your whole body. Even as it's in that squeezed position, what can soften? What else can relax in one more breath? As you're ready, bring it back. Find your way to center. Once you're back and centered, all the way up and down the spine, through your head, through your legs, through your arms. You can take your arms back down at your sides. Ground into your feet. So let's take one neutralizing bridge. Press down to lift up. Rise into the hips. Press down through the arms. Take a deep breath into the belly. And then ease your spine back to the floor. From here, final relaxation, Shavasana pose. You can step your legs the rest of the way long to the mat. Make sure to position your arms in a comfortable way, where again, shoulders are drawing down. It can help to have the palms face up. If you want to feel a little cozier, you might keep your hands right on your body. See what can release into your final relaxation as your body becomes still. As your breath finds that easy, comfortable rhythm. Feel your breath rising and falling. Allow your thoughts to float. If when you let your thoughts float, they run, they rush around, they get chattery, they start to churn, then keep your thoughts at your breath. Wherever you can find that peaceful place. Let yourself rest there. Bringing some attention back through to your body. Notice your hands and your feet. Start to move fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Go ahead and take a full stretch through your body, arms reaching back, legs going long. And then begin to gather in, help each knee back up towards you, maybe even all the way into the belly, a little squeeze, a little hug. And then shifting your way over onto either side, just curled up for a moment there. What can relax once again? And in your own time, finding your way up to a seated position. Allow yourself to get tall, to find center, to find a grounded space, to hold your body still. Relax into that stillness. Bringing your hands together at your heart, take a moment to think of one thing that you are grateful for today. Know that it can be anything at all, but whatever you are thankful for, give it your full attention. Allow yourself to connect into a feeling of gratitude. What is the sensation in your body? Let it fill you up. Breathe into it. We'll close with 3 breaths together. Deep breath in. Slow breath